Hello, my friends. Got this the other day. It's a star note. It's very common. But what I did get earlier today is this. This is a binary serial number. There is a bit of a fold over here, but it's not heavily circulated. I'm not sure if binary notes if they're not perfect, are good enough to send off for grading. This would probably get at least, I don't know, maybe a fine 45 range, maybe. It's like I said, it's not heavily creased, but it is interesting to get a binary note just by looking at your change. All right, a couple other things. I went to the bank and they had this stuff, which unfortunately they're just 3 Susan B. Anthony dollars, all 79s, and a little bit mucked up $50, 1972. But I took a canister of change, and this is the canister. This is really good coffee, even though it's artificial. It was really good. They don't make this anymore, and they don't make the can out of metal anymore. But I had that full of change, and their coin counter at the bank rejected this quarter. It is bent up and damaged, so that's why. Now, before I went live, I stopped by Jeff Crumpler's live stream. He's melting silver tonight, so you might want to go over there and check out his thing. But yeah, we'll have another look at this binary $5 bill. I felt like this is pretty cool to get this in my change, and had that been a 2 right there, that second 9, it would have been a repeater bill too. Hello, Woodland Republic. How you doing? Now, what we're going to do tonight. Jeff Crumpler mentioned preserving history. Well, I got this earlier today. It's 26.7 or so grams. And at today's prices, it's nearly $28 by melt. It's Mercury dimes that are worn a whole lot, and a couple of standing liberties that are worn a whole lot. But I waited out before I made an offer, and he sells me this stuff usually right around melt. Sometimes a little over, sometimes a little under, depending on how much it is. But when it comes to preserving history, hello, Littlefoot. This bag I got a few weeks ago. You can see this one's a smaller coin. Maybe you can tell what it is. Oh, a blanket bill, horse blanket as they call them. I have one that's torn up, and that's it. But if you didn't see what this was, I'll give you a better look at it. Looks like it says 1852, maybe 1853, with a hole in it. This is preserving history because this is the kind of coin that would probably get scrapped. It says, oh, yes, it does, Littlefoot. But these are kind of, I don't see them too often because I have a feeling a lot of them got lost. Now in that bag, there is also, you might be able to tell what that is. So I'm preserving more history with this one. Once I can get it out. And let you have a look. This one's old too, 1853 with arrows. Has a hole in it. It's too bad too, because one without a hole, even worn like this, would probably be worth $5 maybe. I got it for melt value though. The whole entire bag here, all this was weighed out by grams, and that's what I paid for it, melt. Now in this bag is a pretty well worn out Barber quarter. Bad enough, can't hardly even tell the date, but I think it's 1907. And there seems to be a hint of the Orleans Mint 0 or O. It's pretty worn, but not the worst. The rest of the stuff in here is just standing Liberty quarters and a Walker that is dateless. So I do consider that and these two smaller coins preserving history, because this is the kind of stuff that would probably get sent off to the refinery to be melted and used for something else. Yeah, probably, but the one half dime one, it's broke on the rim, so you couldn't. But this one you could wear as a necklace. Now, like I said, today I got that. They're all worn, and then between this buy and that buy, I bought these. Now you can see the Standing Liberty looks polished, and it probably is. The rest is like Mercury dimes and this Barber half. This one looks like someone took wire cutters around the edge of it, which gives it a neat look in a way. Put that down there for a second, along with the Walker, or not Walker, but Barber half. We'll get this up where you can see it. You can see how someone used what I think is wire cutters or something, diagonal cutters, and tried to cut this. Why, I don't know. But that too is a coin that would probably go to the melters, because, or not melters, but refinery. This is down over a gram. It's well worn out. I can't tell if there's even a hint of a mint mark on there. The date on the front, though, I can read is 1906. It's likely been rubbed in a pocket for a long time. Not only that, I don't know if you'll be able to tell this or not, but I'll set this coin glass ashtray down. Hear that sound? I don't know if that's coming through, but it's got a slight bend in it, which is interesting. Now, I'll set that binary $5 there for 1 second. Bottle Top Bandit found him a silver dime in the Coinstar. And about 3 weeks ago, I found this one in a Coinstar. But, which I thought was kind of cool. Now, what I'm planning on doing the rest of this live stream I'm going to show something I got last week. Balboa. Silver dollar, basically. Panamanian. It's 90% silver. It's 26.73 grams when it was made. This is the same size and weight as a U.S. silver dollar, the peace dollar or the Morgan. It's a pretty neat design. I wish it was a little less worn, but it was $26 and this plastic broke on the holder as I was looking at it last week. Really like this coin. Hopefully I can get one that's not as circulated. Probably will cost more, but they did use them, hence the wear and tear on the coin. Now, what I'm going to do is I have this leftover row of pennies or cents. I'm going to search it for copper or wheat cents. Now, recently, in the last few weeks, two of the rows I searched had wheat cents in them. They're on my table somewhere as of right now. I'm not sure where they went, but that's okay too. I have several wheat cents on the table. I'll move this up a second. One of them, I think this might be them. Yeah, 42 and 52 Denver. Those might be the two I found. Now, what I'm looking for in my row of hunt is going to be these, if there are any wheat cents. And if there aren't, that's okay too, because I'm going to also look for memorial cents that are copper for my coffee jar, which is very heavy and filled about 2/3 the way with copper cents. Last I checked, these are worth about 2.8 cents in copper. It's not a get-rich scheme or anything like that, but it's still kind of neat. So we'll go get this. I'm going to peel open this penny row and see if we can find some copper, and you just slide the screwdriver into it like this, start tearing the paper. By the way, this is something I bought at Dollar Tree a long time ago. It was a set of 4, 2 stubbies and 2 longer ones, but this has got a pretty big straight edge head on it for a stubby. So we'll get this close, and then well, I can already see there's a couple newer ones in it, but there's also one right there by a collar. Makes me think it could be copper, possibly. So let's peel open the first batch and pull some of these and start looking. 95. Well, that's copper. I'm almost sure of. 2008. Well, it's 1982. Could be copper. But for that jar, I'm only putting 81 and older ones in. There's another 82. They could possibly be copper, but I want 1981 or older. Last one I searched only had 5. You did. Finn, 59. 1947. Unfortunately, the plastic tore and it fell out in my last live stream. 1947 Balboa. $26 when I bought it. So it is worn some, but... So what do we got here? Nothing. Well, we have a copper one. 68 Denver. Oh, wait a second. That's San Francisco. I thought it was a Denver coin, but it's San Francisco. So we got one. These four here aren't. By the way, this coin glass is the amber color, and it's a little bit smaller one, but it's perfect for setting pennies in. And I think these two fell out of the bag. They're not copper though, or not bag, but well, that's kind of looking like copper. It looks like there might be 2 or 3 of them in this part. Though that one, and those 2, and maybe this one. Let's see what we got. 1980. 71. 88, so the one wasn't. But there were 2 more in here that are. 1971 and 1980. So that's 3. And about 20 cents left in the roll. I might do one more because this is going kind of quick. And I did get 2 more rolls at the bank today. Those aren't. That almost looks like it. That's 82. It might be. It might not be. But if I only get 3 copper cents out of this, I'm going to be like, that's pretty low considering, well, that one there kind of looks like copper to me. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Wheat cent. I got a third wheat cent coin roll hunting. And there's a copper. What year is this? $1935. A little bit older one. Usually when I get these in my pocket change, they're 1950s. Sometimes 1940s, but usually not that old. So that is a third wheat cent found copper, or not copper, but coin roll hunting. It's not a total bust tonight. I'm kind of happy to have gotten. I think that's going to be copper. 78, yep. Now that one behind this 2019, I think that's going to be copper. 1980 Denver. The rest of them aren't. So, looks like I'm going to get, yeah, 1978 and 1980 Denver. Well, 5 total copper ones out of that. And a reasonably old wheat cent. 1935. So I've gathered up 3 wheat cents in the last week or 2. So what do you say? We do one more? The teller, when they grabbed this, said looked at the ends, got a couple of them that look older. So which one should I do? This one's already partially started, it looks like, and that almost looks like it could be a copper ender. So let's just go ahead and see if I can't get this to pill open this way without, well, there we go. I can open it without tearing it the other way. Well, let's just see if that ender is copper. Well, 84. That might be, possibly. Nope. 96. Those aren't. Alright, so far 5 coins in, nothing. Oh, well, that looks like there might be a copper in this. Or more than one. 1980, 76, 78, and 76. So I got 4 copper cents right in a row. Almost. 76, 78, 76, 1980. So this coin roll hunt is off to a better start than the last one. All right, continuing on. This will get me about halfway through this roll. These are not looking like they're going to be anything. At least not those. I think that's copper right here. 79. And how I'm able to tell at sight is these older ones have a bit more relief than the newer ones. So that's another copper one. About halfway through this roll. Let's snag out another batch of coins. That doesn't look too new. That last one, without seeing the rest of it, I think that could be copper, and it is. 73. So this row, I have about 15 cents left, and, well, maybe 20. That one's pretty crusty and dirty. So let's see. 2018, 1995, 1980. There's a copper one. That looks like it might be. Yep. And 75. So this second row is turning out to be quite a bit better than the first row. Except for the wheat cent, of course. So we got 1965, 75, and 80. 65, 75 Denver, 1980. So I'm right around near 10 cents worth of copper so far. And got one more batch of coins to pull out from the roll. Not looking too positive. That one's pretty crusty looking. It's 98. That might be copper, but it's 84. These remaining cents in this row are not going to be copper. So what I get in the second row? Well, 9. And then, one of these I think was on my table, because I thought I only got 5 in the first row, which 9 and 5 is 14 coppers plus the find of the roll. 1935 wheat cent. 3 wheat cents found in coin roll hunts, and more copper for the coffee jar. Now, I've been putting, get back in there, these in this cup, which is not about half full of copper cents. But that's pretty much what I got for that. pick up the 350 of the one coins that fell out on the floor. 3 Susan B. Anthony's and JFK. But I don't know, finding a wheat cent in your change is pretty nice. Or not change, but coin roll hunting. And finding a binary $5 bill is real awesome. So, and like I said, if that second 9 had been a 2, it'd been 2229, 2229, a repeater as well. That probably would have pushed its collectability up quite a bit. But I'll look up and see what people are willing to pay for these, and then decide if I want to try to resell it or just keep it for now and maybe return it to circulation in the future if it's too worn to be worth anything. That's pretty much what I got for you all tonight. I'm hoping that you can find coins that you like when you're searching and can get them at a price you want to pay, a price that's not too high. Because these 3 little bags of silver I bought from the same coin dealer, and all of them were priced right at melt. That's pretty much all I have for everyone. I hope that everyone has a good night. We will see you tomorrow probably, because I might have something interesting. You never can tell.